He loved exploring the inner workings of toys and machines.
He was really good at taking things apart and putting them back together.
Tiffany Knight fights back her tears as she tells me about her 8-year-old son, Christopher.
It's my baby.
Eventually, she stops fighting.
It's hard when I take my other kids to daycare. I have to clock them in, and I see his name. And I can't press sign in because he's not there.
911, what's the city of your emergency?
Christopher's body was found at the bottom of a swimming pool at the Holiday Inn Strongsville, where the family was staying earlier this month.
A lady did try and check the pool completely.
Yes.
And according to a police call log obtained by 3 News, the pool was checked at least 3 times before Christopher's body was discovered, almost 9 hours after he was reported missing. The pool has been described to 3 News as, quote, murky and cloudy. A police investigation is ongoing.
This is a different type of hurt that I want nobody to feel ever.
And 3 News Investigates found this was not the Holiday Inn's first trouble with its pool. Looking back at 5 years' worth of inspection reports, we found more than a half a dozen violations labeled critical by health inspectors.
The most important piece is does they have chlorine in the pool, and can you see the bottom of the pool?
That's Dave Koval, the Lorain County Public Health Commissioner. His department did not inspect this specific pool, but he tells me that every public pool in Ohio is inspected at least once a year. One way inspectors check the water clarity is by using one of these. It's called a Secchi disc, and it's actually pretty simple. So you're going to want to go to the deepest end of the pool, then lower it in, just like this. What you're really looking for is to make sure you can see the disc at the bottom of the pool. And if you can't, you have a problem.
If they cannot see the bottom of the pool, they should not swim in that pool.
So what happens now? Well, a lawsuit is likely, and will probably focus on a legal standard that applies to anyone who owns a swimming pool. The Ohio Supreme Court adopted the attractive nuisance doctrine in 2001 that says property owners can be held liable for injuries to children, invited or not, if the injury is caused by something that is likely to attract children, something like a pool.
They're not just there, walking onto someone else's property of land. They're there to pay money to the hotel.
I asked Jordan Leibowitz, a personal injury attorney who's handled a lot of drowning cases, to weigh in.
You, as a landowner, should make all reasonable and necessary precautions to prevent something like this happening.
We also reached out to the hotel for comment multiple times, but we have not received a response. A spokesperson for Intercontinental Hotels Group said the property is independently owned and operated, but told 3 News in a statement, quote, "The health and well-being of guests staying at IHG-branded hotels is always our first priority, and we are in touch with the hotel." In the meantime, Tiffany has memories and advice she hears from her youngest son to push forward.
I hear him say, "Mommy, you know you're strong, right?" And I say, "Yeah."
Helping to rebuild her life and putting it back together.
And I get the strength to get up and take care of my other kids.
Rachel Polansky, 3 News.